Let's make some mini bee layons. A layon is an edible element you lay on top of a cookie, cake, or dessert. Grab the sheet protector you got in your starter box and add a piece of paper. This is just a sheet of printer paper that I folded in half, and it helps the sheet protector be a little more firm. Slide your template inside, and now you need to work on a flat surface. You will need black, yellow, and white icing, all at flooding consistency. I have placed the number 0 tip on my bag of black icing and the number 1 tip on the bag of yellow icing. Only do a few bees at a time and fill in the black parts of the bee. You do not need to wait for the black icing to dry before you grab your bag of yellow icing and fill in the yellow stripes. Move on to your next set of bees. The trick to getting icing nice and black is to only dye a small amount at a time. For this piping bag, I only dyed about a 1/4 cup of icing black. It also depends on how much black you are adding to the cookie. If you are adding a lot of black elements to your cookie, I suggest just making a deep grey, because adding too much black dye can change the flavour of the icing. If the only black icing is going to be used in smaller elements like these bees, you can add a lot more gel, because you won't notice the flavour in an item this small. Allow this black and yellow icing to dry for at least 3 to 5 minutes. While you're waiting, remove that number 1 tip off your bag of yellow icing, give it a quick wash and a dry, and place it on your bag of white icing. Pipe only the top wings for each bee. A quick tip for getting this shape for the wings is to apply pressure right in the beginning to make that initial dot, and then release the pressure and just basically drag the white icing into the center of the bee. Allow those top wings to dry for 3 to 5 minutes, and then come back and fill in the bottom wings. These layons need at least 3 hours to dry before they can be removed from the plastic. I like to make them a day ahead of time so that they can dry overnight. Once they're completely dry, they just pop right off the plastic. You can store the dried layons in an airtight container or a little Ziploc bag for up to a year. Then just glue them onto your cookies or sweet treats with some fresh royal icing.